Ladies and gents, I'm gonna give you 5 credit repair secrets that you yourself can use without getting no type of fancy schmancy credit repair company, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, anything of that nature. You won't have to actually pay anyone. I'm gonna give this to you for free, give you all the secrets that I can. So go ahead and get your pen and paper out. And with that being said, let's dive in. All right, guys, and before we get started, I just ask you to hit that like button for me. It really helps out my channel a lot, and I really appreciate all your support. Now, back to these credit repair secrets. All right, so with the first one being, in no particular order, the first one I want to give you is, of course, updating your personal information. A lot of people think that this is not a big deal, but it is. This alone can help you remove so many negatives without even lifting a finger. Even if they have your name spelled incorrectly or a wrong address, a wrong job, anything of that nature, and the negative is attached to all this incorrect information, just changing this alone is making all those negatives inactive and valid and has to automatically be removed from your credit report. This is actually how I got a few late payments actually removed from my credit report when I was actually starting on my credit repair journey. So this alone can get negatives inaccurate and having the credit bureaus remove it because it's not supposed to be on your credit report due to its inaccuracy. So keep that in mind. It has to have one name, one address, one job location if you have one. Everything has to be organized and uniform. And you can send in a dispute letter. You can call in the credit bureaus and things of that nature to get all this updated. It's not hard at all. I promise you. All right, let's go to number 2, which are inquiries. A lot of people have this misconception about inquiries, and I'm about to go into detail why. I get a lot of people that really don't understand inquiries. They do, but they really don't. Inquiries are worth 10% on your credit profile, people. Always remember that. It's not a lot, but it can become a hindrance if you're going to an institution that is inquiry sensitive. So let me just shed a little bit of light. If an inquiry is 6 months or older, it is not impactful to your credit report. And institutions, for the most part, do not care after that 6-month time frame. But if you just got some inquiries 2 weeks ago, let's say, for example, on Experian, and you go to a bank or institution that pulls Experian, you will get denied. Why, you might ask, is because that you just tried to obtain some type of credit product and or funding 2 weeks ago, and that institution sees that. So in their mind, the underwriters are thinking, are they desperate? Why they keep going to so many institutions trying to get funding? They must be in a tough situation, and we won't be the ones that's actually the guinea pig to give them money and never get paid back. Even if that's not the case, that's how they think. They always think the worst before they think the best when it comes to people and their credit profile. But let's just say you got those 2 inquiries on Experian, but you're going to an institution that pulls TransUnion, then this has nothing to do with you. You get what I'm saying? It's all about being strategic when you're trying to pull your credit report at these certain institutions. Yes, you're gonna have to do your homework, but it's beneficial. That's all I want to shed on my light when it comes to inquiries. All right, with the third one, I just want to go over paying off collections and or charge off. You guys have to please understand, if you have a collection and or charge off on your credit report with a balance, just paying it off is not going to get the negative removed. What's going to happen is you're going to start seeing that collection pop back up on your credit report with a 0 balance, and then you're going to be super confused. I paid it off. Why is it still showing my credit report? Why is it showing a 0 balance? I don't owe anything, because you didn't follow the correct procedures to get this removed off your credit report. Always remember, paying everything off does not always help. There's a strategy to doing these things, but here's the quick way on how you can do this. When you have a balance on a charge off or a collection or anything of that nature, you have to go to the source, which is the original creditor, and you have to speak to a rep. And just take my advice. What I would do when you get that rep on the phone, you want to tell them at that time when you got the collection or charge off, you were going through some type of financial hardship and it was hard for you to make that payment, which caused the mistake of you falling behind on your payment. But you want to make the situation right with them. So you're asking for a pay for deletion, meaning that you get in writing, not verbal, in writing, that if you pay this debt off or a portion, the institution will give permission that they will get this removed. So, quick example, So let's just say that you owe a balance at Chase. Let's just say it's $1,000. And you're telling them, hey, I just went through some financial hardship at that time. I'm trying to make things right with you guys. I really want to get this off my credit report to improve my financial maturity on my credit profile. Can I please pay this off? Can I do a pay for deletion? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get in writing before you pay anything off from Chase stating that yes, they will clarify that this will be deleted off your credit report. Meaning when you go dispute with the credit bureaus, hey, this is not supposed to be on my credit report, this is not accurate information. When the credit bureaus go to the actual original creditor, AKA Chase, they're gonna ask, hey, was Joe Smith, did he pay this off? Is this not true? Chase is gonna actually say, yes, this is actually true. This is not supposed to be on the credit report. And I'm paraphrasing, of course. This is not supposed to be on the credit report. They gotta pay for deletion. You can remove this off their credit report. After that, everything will be updated to the necessary standards that it needs to be. And after that, it will be removed from your credit report. Does that make sense? Just paying off a collection will not help you. But you also have to keep in mind that it can come to a time where it's too old for you to pay, meaning that it's been charged off, it's been sold to this collection agency, that collection agency. Now, if it's too old, then yes, you can dispute it with the credit bureaus because there's nothing you can do as far as a pay for deletion because it's that much old, which I'm talking about like a few years. With that being said, then yes, you are disputing it with the credit bureaus directly or that actual secondary collection agency. You could possibly do a pay for deletion. Let's say you owe $1,000, you tell them I give you $60, what's up? Then that's a different story as well. Does that make sense? All right, and now let's go to number 4, which is opting out the secondary bureaus won't stop the show. Guys, you have to understand that freezing the secondary bureaus such as LexisNexis / SageStream, ARS, check systems, all this type of information and more will not stop the credit bureaus from accessing your credit report. They're giving you guys the misconception that, oh, if you freeze the secondary bureaus, you don't have to worry about the credit bureaus ever pulling your credit report again. They can't. That's not true. That's not how this works. When it comes to the secondary bureaus, they're there to help validate the process when it comes to the credit bureaus asking for information from them. That's pretty much what they do. They do more, but that's pretty much what it is. But as far as late payments, charge-offs, anything like that, that comes from your original creditor, aka like Chase, like I said in the beginning. Now, are there processes where you can actually dispute the secondary bureaus and things of that nature to get things removed? Yes, I know a process where you can remove things such as bankruptcies from your credit report. Yes, and it actually works when you're actually disputing with the secondary bureaus. That's kind of like one of the steps that you use. Other than that, freezing them, it's not beneficial, but it is beneficial. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it's kind of like if you do, if you don't. Does that make sense? All right, and with number 5, this is all about credit profile. You have to understand that thickening your credit profile is just as important as all the other steps that I just gave you. You always want to make sure that you're putting your credit report in the best space to always get approved. Whether it's if you have primary trade lines that are boosting your credit score and collecting age, you have credit cards that you're using responsibly and that's continuously boosting your credit report on top of the primaries that you're actually using, such as Ava, Kickoff, Kovo, Stellify, things of that nature. And of course, if you need any of these actual primaries, click the link in my bio. These can easily boost your credit score 100 points or more. But if you do all of these tactics, you will definitely see your report do a complete 180. Using a mixture of credit cards as well as primaries and or other trade lines on your credit report can easily put you in the best position that you need to be in. Well, you'll never hear the word no again. You'll always hear, yes, you have been approved. So again, make sure that you keep all 5 of these tactics in your mind when it comes to utilizing and fixing your credit. Please, because I'm telling you, other people will charge you hundreds and hundreds of dollars to hear all this information. I just want to give it to you for free to make sure that you are actually helping yourself to exceed forward in life with your finances. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Now, if you know anybody that's actually struggling with their credit, send them this video. And if you have any other questions, concerns, make sure you put it in my comment section, and I promise to get back to you as quick as I can. Again, I want to thank you guys. Until next time, ladies and gents.